cordial bienvenida a la firma de adendum al Convenio Marco de Coordinación Interinstitucional Red ECOS entre la Secretaría de Educación, Ciencia, Tecnología e Innovación del Gobierno de la Ciudad de México y la Universidad de California en Santa Cruz. Warmly welcome you to the signing of the addendum to the ECOS Network Interinstitutional Coordination Framework Agreement between the Secretariat of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation of the Government of Mexico City and the University of California en Santa Cruz. Agradecemos la presencia de nuestros distinguidos invitados y de quienes siguen la transmisión por las redes sociales. We appreciate the presence of our distinguished guests and those who follow the broadcast on social networks. En estos momentos, el Dr. John Macmillan, de la Universidad de California en Santa Cruz, nos dará unas palabras. At this time, Dr. John Macmillan of the University of California in Santa Cruz will give us a few words.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Casa de California. On behalf of UC Santa Cruz, we're very excited to have all of you here with us today. About 6 months ago, Becky George and I from UC Santa Cruz had the great privilege of visiting SECTEI and found that we had a really strong alignment in thinking about problems that the world is facing and coming together in collaborative ways to solve those problems. And that's what we're here to follow up on today. So we're really excited to be joining the Red ECOS network. And I'm going to turn it over to Chancellor LaRive. So Dr. Cynthia LaRive is the 11th Chancellor of UC Santa Cruz. She's a chemist by training. She's spent her entire career really thinking about equity in science and is a really strong advocate for equity in science. She's the leader, a co-organizer, and currently the head of the Hispanic Serving Research University Alliance, which has very ambitious goals to increase the representation of Hispanic men and women in the sciences. With that, Chancellor LaRive.
Well, thank you, John. It's our very great pleasure to join you here today. We've come on Sunday from Santa Cruz. We've been visiting a number of prominent Mexican universities, including Tech and UNAM this morning, to explore the possibilities of deepening our research collaborations. I think this is really central to our interest in joining the SECTEI network, and we're really excited to sign this MOU today. At UC Santa Cruz, we have two focuses. One is on equity and access to excellent education among undergraduate, graduate, and postdoctoral students. But another is doing high impact research across the science and technology disciplines, humanities, social sciences, and the arts. And it is through these research collaborations with Mexican scholars, faculty, and students that we will be able to truly extend our impact, both our work and the work of our Mexican partners. So we're so pleased to be here today, Ophelia.
Thank you so much.
En estos momentos se proyectará el video institucional de la red ECOS. At this time, the institutional video of Network ECOS will be projected.
La colaboración interinstitucional e intergubernamental es la base de la Red ECOS de Educación, Ciencia, Tecnología e Innovación de la Ciudad de México. Desde su creación en 2019 a la fecha, cuenta con más de 60 integrantes, entre instituciones de educación superior públicas y particulares, centros de investigación, dependencias gubernamentales, institutos nacionales de salud y asociaciones civiles. La Red ECOS es un referente de una nueva cultura de la colaboración. A partir de la investigación, el análisis, la asesoría y el conocimiento científico, contribuye en la generación de propuestas para resolver los problemas y necesidades de esta metrópoli. La red se organiza en 6 ejes estratégicos: educación, ciencias de la salud, desarrollo sustentable y cambio climático, seguridad y gestión de riesgos, tecnología e innovación, así como ciencia y sociedad. Gracias a todas y todos por su confianza y colaboración. Somos una muestra de que la red ECOS es una pieza clave para la construcción de una ciudad innovadora y de derechos.
Síguenos en www.redecos.cdmx.gov.mx.
En estos momentos procederemos a la firma protocolaria del instrumento jurídico. Now we will proceed to the protocol signing of the legal instrument. En estos momentos, la doctora Ofelia Angulo Guerrero, secretaria de Educación, Ciencia, Tecnología e Innovación del Gobierno de la Ciudad de México, nos dará un mensaje. At this time, Doctora Ofelia Angulo Guerrero, Secretary of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation of Mexico City, will give us a message.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we have come now to this moment that we have anticipated since we met the first time, and I thank very much Becky for doing the follow-up of what we agree upon when we met, and also Dr. Macmillan. Thank you so much for the introductory words and for making this possible also. But I also want to thank Cynthia for including this signing ceremony in the agenda that you anticipated when coming to Mexico City. And as I was reading her resume, I found out very interesting things that we share, because we studied the master's degree at the same university. We both went to the same university almost at the same time. And that was very, and not far away. She studied chemistry. Her master's degree was in chemistry, and mine was in food science. And the buildings were not very far away from each other. So it was really exciting to find out that we went to the same university almost at the same time. And also, when she did her PhD, it was funny that what she wrote on the resume about the conditions that she was in while doing her PhD, they were the same that I was going through. No, she had 2 daughters at the time, and I had 2 boys at the time. So while doing the PhD, so it was a coincidence, a very interesting one. So thank you, Cynthia, so much for making this possible. And the ECOS network, it has been consolidating the purpose, and the goals that we pursue are very, very similar to the goals of the University of California at Santa Cruz. And that also makes us important for this collaboration, that the purpose of the signing today of this document. So the ECOS network, since 2019, had 5 main axes of interest. Education, of course, because we know in Mexico City how important education it is for the development of the city. And the government of Mexico City has invested quite an amount of money in different programs, since elementary school all the way through graduate studies. During this time, during these 4 years, 2 new universities were created, the University of Rosario Castellanos. It's a Mexican poet, very well-known Mexican poet, historian. And this university offers now 23 undergraduate studies and 15 graduate studies in 4 years. And the enrollment is of almost 45,000 students. It has increased quite impressively because this university make a very good use of internet, and the distance education was very well implemented at this. So the model, the educational model, includes presential, distance, and both hybrid. Yes. And another important thing about this university is that at the beginning, when it was first inaugurated, the majority of the students had gone to IPN, UNAM, UAM, other universities to try to get enrolled in there, and they couldn't. So it was the third or the fourth option for them to go there. Now, 4 years later, is the main option, is the first option for the majority of them. 85% of the students come here as the first option. And also 65% of the enrollment is female. That's very good. The second university created was the Health University. It only offers 2 degrees, medical, no, is nursing is one of them, and the other one is, I don't know, medical doctor. How do you call that? It's a word for it, but I just can't think of it. But anyhow, the first generation will be coming out next year, and the enrollment comes from all over the country. During the pandemic, the president found out that we were short on medical doctors, and that we needed to prepare more this area to make face to the pandemic on one place, but also all the medical problems that the society faces. And so it's a very, it has been more and more recognized, this university. Another thing that we have done during these 4 years is, and I thank very much Silvia Jurado, she's the general director for high school, the institution, the Mexican government, no, the government of Mexico City's high school institution. And the mayor, the previous mayor of the city, Dr. Claudia Sheinbaum, she invested on having 6 new campi for this institution. Now we have 28 total in the city, and it has increased the enrollment in almost 25%, the total enrollment. But just for the first year, the increasement has been almost 45% of enrollment because of new places and new teachers, and very good labor conditions for the teachers. Is one of the best well-paid teachers that work there. And so those are 2 important achievements during you might think, what has the ECOS network have to do with this? But it has a lot to do, because it's very difficult to put together 2 universities unless you have the help of all the other universities that are in Mexico City. So, and this is where the ECOS network come into place. Another thing in terms of research, we implemented a new research center on aging. And the collaboration model that we have put together there, it is an evidence of what we want to do with the ECOS network. What I want to say is that in this building of almost 5,000 square meters of construction. It has 25 research laboratories run by scientists from 6 different institutions. They are in the same place. They come from different backgrounds, all working on aging. And so from Sinvestav, from UNAM, from the National Health Institutes, nutrition, rehabilitation, neurology, neuroscience. And it is very important that they all work together at the same place, and they also have 2 graduate programs. So they prepare new generations on this topic. And as you know, Mexico in general and the world in general is aging, and very few newborns come to life. So we need to understand this process. The biology of aging, the physiology of aging is very, very important. So we are very proud of this research center. And this is the way that we want to collaborate. The problems that we face now in the whole world are common. Climate change, water shortage, health in general. We need to collaborate. We need to work together. We need to make us as leaders of education and science and making possible new public policies. We need to make it possible, make the conditions so that researchers can come together and work. And so this is what we have been doing with the ECOS network. And I am very, very happy that UC Santa Cruz will join us in this effort. And I'm sure that with the first call that we are putting together and that will be published next Friday, Monday at the most, UC Santa Cruz is already put there as an option for PhD students, already graduate, to do a postdoc at UC Santa Cruz in the areas as molecular biology and the areas that we talked about. And hopefully this will be the beginning of a long-lasting collaboration between Mexico City and UC Santa Cruz, and also all the different institutions, higher education and research institutions that you visited so far are part of the ECOS network. And so we are very, very happy and very optimistic about the collaboration that beginning with these postdocs will open up new areas of collaboration for the benefit of the U.S. society and Mexican society in general. So thank you once again, and congratulations to all of us.
Los invitamos a tomar la foto oficial del evento, que será en el lobby.
Unless somebody would like to say something. Would somebody like to say something? No? Would you like to share anything? Well, I just forgot to say something, and I want to thank Dr. Torres for hosting us here today. Thank you so much for having us here today. It's a lovely place, and it's a very nice California house, and we are very happy to be here. Thank you so much. Well, we'll go to the lobby for the picture at the stairs.
Yes, the upstairs.
Okay, is that okay? Okay, we'll go there then. Thank you.
Agradecemos a todas y todas por su presencia y al público que nos acompañó a través de los medios digitales. We thank everyone for their presence and the public who accompany us through digital media. Thank you.